stuff. And then, man, the thing is, I think what's gonna make us transition over to PC. I feel like Scorpio gonna make that move. Yeah. Because if you see the potential of what Scorpio is trying to do, because think about it, you got Windows 10, and now they have with the Xbox to where you cross play. Basically, if you buy a game on the Xbox One, you can play it on your Windows 10 computer. So
Bill Gates, I'm telling you, Bill Gates. He knows this.
And see, I spoke on the show. Shout out my homie Q, man. I spoke on the show. Me and Q talked about this on the last show. We was talking about, and I talked about it on the L.E.G show one time. We was talking about how Xbox is going to really make a transition over to really make some moves. And I feel like Scorpio can really get that done because they basically trying to say, hey, screw consoles, we're gonna bring y'all to something that's not even we're not even competing with consoles anymore.
And that's it.
And basically going to the point what you was just making. So I mean, sooner or later I feel like Scorpio is gonna introduce that door for, hey, no more consoles. Everybody that you got a PC, you play the same game that you buy for the PC, you play it on this console, which is the Scorpio, or you play it on your PC. And PlayStation gonna have to be like, okay, well, what you gonna do?
Yep.
Because the pro was like a half-ass upgrade, which I'm so disappointed in. Why in the fuck I don't even want to get into PlayStation.
The language,
man. What the fuck? PlayStation, man, y'all, man. PlayStation disappointed me, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But they disappoint us always. They always disappoint.
Yeah, man. I'm a big PlayStation fan, man. But I was very sad that I seen I was excited for the PS4 Pro, but I was like, man. You half-assing it, man. Yeah. If you gonna come out with a Pro and Scorpio already announced what they gonna do, you gotta come hard, man. Just like we were speaking on Nintendo, you gotta come hard, man. The Xbox already played they called their shots last year. Like we told you what we gonna do. We trying to say fuck consoles and move everybody over to PC.
Yep.
And so hey, y'all gotta come hard, man.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like I said, it's just time to make those innovations. I just think we're just at that point of technology that, with cyber lockers and everything like that, everybody's got to have that moment where they just go ahead and admit that the universe is going to change. And I know that part of it is making money off of technology. Part of it is making money off of a niche technology where you got like a group of people buying a particular item that goes along with something that they like to do. So that's the main thing that really keeps consoles hanging on. Like, yeah, the ease of use that this tool is made to do that one thing, and like the mistake people will make, I feel like with PCs, and I think this is the biggest drawback, as a person who does music and does other art and all this other stuff, I have dedicated PCs. And that's something that a lot of people aren't willing to have. They don't want to have those dedicated tools because everybody's got this idea that this tool needs to do one thing. I have a computer that just sits there and all it does is it's going to record stuff. And I know that's beyond a lot of folks. I want to get on the internet and I want to do all this other stuff. Well, I don't even want to be bothered with these viruses and stuff like that. This computer's job is to do this thing that I got to hear. Exactly. So they don't get that, and they're just like, I want to be able to edit photos and do everything else in here. Oh, I'm out of space. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Exactly. You trying to do too much. And I'm not trying to say you should limit yourself in access. Do that. Do as much as you can. But I'm afraid that when people start going to PCs, man, the virus population and all that else, that's the only thing. Now, they could make it closed kernel. It could have a, Linux base that is so closed kernel that, but if it's something that a lot of people are on, folks, the hackers are coming. Oh, yeah. The hackers are coming. There's a lot of stuff,
Quick, perfect example is Apple.
Yep.
Man, Apple viruses is ridiculous in that, man.
Yep.
They got the same fucking viruses that Windows have.
It only took a matter of time. I told folks, as soon as more folks start using Apple is fixing to get virus down, just like everybody else. Eventually, and they're going to get the same viruses that everybody else gets, and hackers are going to spend time with it. But right now, we're not really getting. Before then you weren't getting that, even though they were closed source. They were closed kernel. I'm sorry, they were closed kernel, and they weren't allowing you to do as much. So everybody was talking all that good stuff, and they were also talking all that good stuff like,
oh, Mac never crashes. Mac won't crash.
And I'm like, man, both those systems would crash, man. What's wrong with y'all?
Mac can trash, man.
Man, yes, your Mac will crash. Trust me. Trust. There's plenty of graphic designers and stuff like that. They will attest to that.
Yes.
A lot of people don't believe that. I'm telling you, and I know if somebody hear me say that, man, what this fool talking about? Of course a Mac can crash. I'm like, man, look, trust me. I have talked to people who act as if these machines somehow are magically just better when they're just, it's just another GUI interface, graphic user interface, and a different core kernel. That's all it is. And yes, it's better in a lot of ways, but there's drawbacks to that too. Yeah. So I'm like, man, it's just like, once you get in there, I just never get
Commercial break. It's time to get a bath, Jimmy. Give me 5 fucking minutes, Mom. What the fuck? We're gonna run in the middle, and it's gonna be huge. We're gonna stop the carnage. We're gonna build a wall, and we're gonna put PC gaming and console gaming on the wall. It's gonna be huge.